As I sit here and reflect on my return to Chelsea, I cannot ignore the fact that neither I, nor the team, have to deal with the person selected by the Chelsea board of directors to sit in the hot chair right now. It is their former player, Must-Do Park, who has decided to surprise everyone by taking on the challenge himself. Have the team's fans been affected before? There is a lot of information related to this in yesterday's newspaper. Even it simultaneously reported Luis Siriki has set foot in the land of fog to talk to the three leaders of Chelsea. Though this deal hasn't come to fruition yet, many people expect to be able to get along. Chelsea needs to liquidate players because the team currently has too many people. Those ideas are real, but they are not feasible for a coach like me. However, it is clear that timing is key. Chelsea cannot accommodate all the players in its will to build a new philosophy for the leadership team. For me, trust is essential, and patience with the management is necessary. There are a few entanglements here in the German Post. It is revealed that Bayern is still paying the salary regularly for Brainsman, even though they are officially no longer a part of the team. The reason is that they still have a community with Grey Lobster until 2026. Should any team want Nagarden, they have to negotiate with them before that. What Chelsea doesn't want is to mention the story of age. Already one black spot with Nagelsmann after what happened in Germany. All fortresses bring risks. The risk is very big because if you choose the wrong Chelsea, there is a chance to do it again in the rest of the season. So, it makes sense to choose an unexpected move like me. In the turbulent season of Chelsea in the context of Ronaldo Santo, I don't want to lead Lucho, it's okay. The right time the team leader ball doesn't have many personnel to choose from. They are forced to find a legend of the team or, in other words, it's the tournament compulsory firefighting measures from the leaders of Ton's football team stripped naked. Lambada once had a scratch with his old boss, Roman Abramovich, but this is a whole new person. Super Frankie has put aside old animosities to revive the team with this reincarnation. It may be short-term, but the effect of it can surprise everyone. In the first term, Wonder did not succeed with Chelsea. He once reaped initial success, even made a few records, but then Lampard was sacked after his training session fell freely down to 9th place on the leaderboard. But that's just one of those reasons. The biggest reason is due to conflicts between Roman Abramovich and the then sporting director Marina Grano-Sca. This is not the first time Super Frankie returns to accept becoming the reluctant firefighter of Chelsea in the hot oil stage. Back to the summer of 2019, a matter Blue must go through when transferring in Sunny by the ban from Phi Pha Kung. With it, the runaway of Mauricio Sarri, and it's Park who was present at its fair time to say. Although spent the season empty-handed, but abused Fat has left his mark by making the most of veterans who are available in a car lineup mixed with a generation of talent from Gotham Academy. The Blues finished in 4th place at the end of the season, surpassing even Sun Tan. Good function Arsenal 38 matches abroad. In the English class, Frank Park's teachers and students have 20 battles won after Fire Destiny and lost 12 matches won. Not bad for a coach who has only 1 year of leading experience at Champaris. And perhaps what the 44-year-old leader did well, the most important thing is to specialize in heat. Blood seals inspiration to play ball and spirit God dedicated to the next generation. Through it, give the name of tomorrow's reanimation mouth and Abraham luster. But in a second prize on their own, things go bad. Bad for Super Frankie afterthought. If you can spend money on shopping, the Blues will be even stronger as vice versa. Playback proved to be fiddly when combined with new puzzle pieces like Timo Insolvent Kahave and Chelsea's available ingredients. He finished the first leg with 8 wins, 5 games draw, and 6 defeats. But it is worth mentioning that the young students proved weak in front of their opponents, direct competitors, and of course, this is the factor when doing magic lose points. In the hearts of fans, one of the other causes of water position is Brother Skin failed at first-time leading. The Blues are your defenders too vulnerable. Damage in the midfield area is still in stock. Defensively, you often make mistakes in phrase 19 Chelsea games. Lampard conceded 23 times and only got 5 clean sheets. Many people have pointed out some mistakes of key inflation, giving too much favor to the players young but forget the magic rice like Antonio Rudiger or Yoger. The players often come from the bench, and now Mount plays as a number 8. Tradition then Thomas came to take Antonio Rudiger back to the center. Defensively, use Jordi Dio in the role of rhythm control in the middle of the field. Use Macant Mall and Copley as two numbers 10 on the offensive front, and proximity issues. It's like it's been completely resolved. Exactly what happened to Frank Lampard in the first time fighting a fire with Chelsea. The young military leader has problems in reading the game and using the charts suitable, as well as reliable young and relatively young players. Experiment. Farewell to Chelsea. Lampard continues to return, becoming the manager of Everton. But it was not a good time with the former British player, even though he once saved Everton from falling. Rank was once again fired, even though inflation has been very devoted to work. After leaving Chelsea in 2021, Park sat and played to build a country a year ago when appointed enough as a coach. Everton boss instead of BD test fan in January 2002 when the club is struggling in the relegation battle. Super Frake was very welcome at that time, passionate at British coach. Then didn't help Everton improve in terms of gameplay as well as style, but still helped the Mercedes team complete the goal of staying in the tournament. Premier League in 18 leading games. Everton in the Premier League season 2021-22 is Park and the team only won, got 6 wins, 2 draws, and let 10 losers win. The win rate is 33%. The turning point of the season can be said to be the match Everton beat Crystal Palace with a score of 3-2. In that match, Everton let Crystal Palace take the lead to 2 goals after the first half. But Michael Keane's goals, Richarlison and his friends in the second half, helped the blue half of the wrong magic area to reverse the line and officially won the relegation ticket. Super Frankie was overflowing with emotions at that time, intense after a difficult period when new to take over put the ball. Here is in the best moments. In my football career, I have been very fortunate to have been through the great time, especially in Chelsea as a player and coach. But when you feel the despair that the relegation ticket carries, everything is very different. You lose the battle, you try to do something, and then you lose again. This club is very special, and I am proud while being the manager of Everton. On this evening, the legend of the sentence Chelsea club emotional said Ty. However, difficulties pile up, difficulties for inflation this season when Everton sold the team's number 1 star, the ball is Richard Nisson for Tottenham. Though they have been paid by the owner to shop, it seems that new stars are coming with the Park that cannot be replaced. The drum left by the Brazilian player in the last days of December appeared. There are rumors about making a pass fired. The uneven battles with Man City has held on to a glimmer of hope for the British strategist. However, 3 consecutive losses are then given, is the overflowing drop of water that forces the leadership of Everton must make a decision to terminate the contract with the same strategist. With that, the assistant by AI exemplary role over time, but the club has to make a decision. This difficulty because of recent results and because of the current league position. Chelsea's appointment to do law also proves the London team will determine defeat. Total defeat in this season only arena. The most they have a chance is UEFA Champions League. It is possible to have a full job challenging, but also open a lot. The Blues have 9 games left to finish the season, including 4 matches against all teams. The ball is in me, a math problem for the interim coach right now. My priority is to rebuild the atmosphere in the dressing room and revive the spirit of the team already calm and too much turmoil after there are 2 masters in a season. Leaned forward in this return to Starfed. With him in the previous period at Chelsea, as well as at Everton, besides many sources that John Terry, who is currently a consultant at the Academy of the Blue, is ready to step up to the first team to let stand side by side with lawmaking. The biggest task of doing Park is to revive the spirit of the team that is losing confidence in a person. Gain a lot of confidence, and young players will not be surprised if Chelsea kicks her all to return the trust of your teacher. My appointment also proves that the London team will determine defeat. Total defeat in this season only arena. The most they have a chance is the UEFA Champions League. It is possible to have a full job challenging, but also open a lot. The Blues have 9 games left to finish the season, including 4 matches against all teams. The ball is in me, a math problem for the interim coach right now. My goal is to inject new energy to the special Chelsea players, especially the core force that used to work with me in previous years. Maybe it's mentioned as Silva Party. It's fair to say that being Park is the optimal choice at the moment in aspect edge to revive the spirit of the war. Chelsea used to take care of your Bale rank, but right now, it's probably no longer so important. Instead, it is to cling to life in front of the lifebuoy arena into direct confrontations. Next, sometimes spirit will be the factor decided to say. Otherwise, instead of continuing, so that a Bruno Santo doesn't like, enjoy your current job as well as do not receive trust from many requests. Of course, the balance will be skewed to it must make Park's heart boil, the blood of the Blues to save the season has declined. For the same task that the temporary coach right to break, Park will be stable in the dressing room, rebuild the atmosphere, and revive the spirit of the gloomy picture at Stamford. It injected into the new arrivals with a spirit of dedication to Turpo shapes the development direction of the Be Young and use the puzzle pieces that are in the squad to finish the season with the best possible signals. There is a fact that milling Lampard probably will not be compared with anyone. Which name is on the list? The top candidate for the coaching position is Chelsea's chief executive officer. But a legend like midfielder brother can completely create mental difference for a team drinking like a football team. Rumor is now what the fans need. Doing is faith and doing dharma in this second by who knows one. The miracle story will be written like what to go to battle with Thomas the prisoner created in the arena. Perhaps the appointment as a pass is not a quick decision of the board of directors. African religions now need training tablets. Failure has a big part in it. Of the British strategist, the return back of Lampard helps the players. Chelsea cheered up a lot. Looking at the Blues lineup right now, they are owning many talented young names. Losing confidence in a person gained a lot of confidence, and young players will not be surprised if Chelsea kicks her all to return the trust of your teacher. I'm new to Mao. Maybe it's a funny name. At this point, there's no need to say anyone knows this midfielder was once the darling of myths. Trust inflation. Chelsea for Mao is huge in the context in which his future is uncertain. Fuzzy at Starford knows how to make packs. I can regain the form I played. Lose me. Kalo Modric is also a name. I love doing French, so I'm still at that position. Von Ton many times this team tries to get the service of the player who Grea, but in the face of stiff competition of Arsenal with Chelsea, Everton completed a total failure in this deal. Motoric is losing confidence at Chelsea, and Lampard is clearly the right person best to help this striker like with England's top league. Not only one TOEIC Everton ever trying to bring in a winger other than Noni. Many people tell now it's real. Coincidentally, Doing Pop has a chance to work with the 2 players that he scoffed at, and this will most likely be the lineup Malampack used. During the period, this map is going to be a collection of players he has long believed along with the who is in good form and trained. My appointment at Chelsea also proves that the London team will determine defeat. Total defeat in this season only arena. The most they have a chance is the UEFA Champions League. It is possible to have a full job challenging, but also open a lot. The Blues have 9 games left to finish the season, including 4 matches against all teams. The ball is in me, a math problem for the interim coach right now. My priority is to rebuild the atmosphere in the dressing room and revive the spirit of the team already calm and too much turmoil after there are 2 masters in a season. Leaned forward in this return to Starfed. With him in the previous period at Chelsea, as well as at Everton, besides many sources that John Terry, who is currently a consultant at the Academy of the Blue, is ready to step up to the first team to let's stand side by.